Okay, hello everyone, I hope everything is working well. Just running some quick checks. Okay, at least on Twitch it seems to be working. How about YouTube? Okay, seems fine.
Channel switched. Channel switched. Channel switched. Channel switched. Channel switched. Channel switched.
Okay, 1 2 1 2. Okay, seems fine. Well, okay, hello everyone. We've got a nice lobby, just as promised. Quite some E-stars here. A couple of beers and a lone LT guy. Well, if you don't count me. Seems like after debating about which map is going to be played, they stuck with old and well-known Nibelheim Basin. I think it's a nice choice for a good game. Pretty interesting map, good battlefield. Maybe I don't particularly like building here because it's a bit challenging for me, but uh, it's definitely one of those maps where I have high hopes for a good fight after peacetime. So I think it could be a fun game. Let's take a look at the team balance. On one side we've got Harry with Bullet, Bada and Boss. And I got to silence my phone. And on the other side we've got Mifrilas, Stocky Bull, no, not Bullet, Stocky, Zato and Krungen. If I may be honest, I'd say I would put my money on... Actually, I don't know. It's kinda even, I'd say. Like, I think that the best spammers out here would be Krungen, Zato, Harry and Bullet, usually, on a good day. Although I've seen a few worse days from some of these players recently, so I can't vouch for the peacetime armies too much. So we'll see about that. Yeah, there we go. So starting from the top left, we've got Bullet on his right side, Boss, and Baratheon on the far right, and they left Harry on the closest lock. Hopefully they won't abandon him after peacetime. On the other side, Krungen is the closest to the enemy on the left top block, with Zato being close, Stock in the middle, and Mifrilas on the far right side. Now let's take a look at the locations here. What I remember, this map was pretty tricky about wood production. You can see here, for example, that you have one pretty close forest, and the other ones are a bit far away. I believe that's a common theme, especially here. Just look at that. I mean, you only have got two forests here, and the third one, if it still belongs to this lock, I mean, kind of does, but it's really far away. I see some chat activity. Yo, Thunder, yo, Fool, and yo, some banana guy that we definitely don't want here. You're getting reported, son. Because I don't like advertising like that, sorry. Can I report people here? I'm probably too stupid to do that, so you might have been... Ah, he's not even here anymore. Ah, fuck him. Yeah, and I think I just told who was playing, but in case you weren't there, I can show you the teams. Bada, Boss, Bullet and Harry on the top versus Mifrilas, Stocky, Zato and Krungen on the bottom side. I think Mifrilas' look is yeah, you know, I kind of felt like that as well, but I think the top team can also spam pretty well, and I wouldn't be too sure about the result. I'd say that if there's like no unexpected fuck-ups, then it should be pretty even, and I definitely wouldn't say that I can favor any of the teams here. With that being said, it's always scary to see Zat and Kungan in one team, but yeah, that's true, I guess. Uh, yeah, I don't know. I'm a bit worried about Mitras because like I didn't see him playing for quite a while, I believe. But I remember him as the guy that used to have one or two unstable games once in a while, and then it was pretty bad. But other than that, he was pretty cool. So we'll see about that, I guess, in the bottom team. Which of those guys is good and underrated in your opinion? I think from context you mean Mitrelas? Yeah. Yeah, I can see where it's where your thinking is going from, but I don't know. I've seen good games from Bara recently as well, so I'm kind of like that's what makes me think that it's pretty even if Bullet and Hadi play a good game. That is. I'm pretty sure about Hadi. Normally I'd be pretty sure about Bullet, but last time I was streaming, I believe he had like a meh kind of game. But knowing him, I expect this time it will be way better. We'll see about that. Come on, Thunder. You've definitely seen this one. You're trolling. You, sir, are trolling. Anyway, just need to do something quick. Too many windows open. Okay. Anyway, yeah, since we're talking about Bullet, let's see what he's doing. It's still pretty early into the game, so we can only take a look at how the location looks like and react on what he's built so far. Well, yeah, you can see the layout of the location is pretty straightforward. You've got a little patch of trees here, equally small forest on the bottom here, and a bit further away the next one. So at least it's pretty clear how to build here. You just spam trees on the top left. Maybe here also, if you insist to do that. Okay, there we go again. And then you try to rush this. Probably makes some sense to go for this gold first because of the trees here. Because you kind of have to get these trees. But on the other hand, if you would try to go there, which doesn't make any sense because we have to go here anyway, you could you could plant some trees as well. I don't think it's a good idea unless someone really wants to rush iron and only then go for the trees, but I think that would be a suicide. Yeah, I didn't respond to Thunder's usual point. No, I don't expect any double rolls. But last time I was playing, I made some. True story. Okay, this seems to be Harry because he's like he's got a white color. It seems a bit easier than many of the logs here regarding wood production. Just spam woodcutters on the right here. Make the rest of the city on the top. Hopefully not taking too much space from the top players here. And then take this forest a bit later when you go for the second gold maybe. Maybe actually even the first. Just to be on the safe side. Yeah, when I look at this lock, it looks a bit better for me. Although I know that I would probably have a problem mm, with setting up my iron production because there's not a lot of space on the left side, and I kind of look at this lock and I know that's where I could fuck up. So it also seems pretty small somehow because as long as you build here, it's okay, but then you kind of have to go there, and the locations, I mean, the base starts looking pretty weird. So I'm not sure I'm a fan of that one. Okay, how about we look at Zato and how he's doing. Okay, words from Mr. Fu himself, it's a total shit lock. I think he was still talking about Hadi. But I'm kind of surprised. Wasn't this one Coach's favorite? The one from Bullet? And yeah, I would agree it's a shit lock. Yeah, I have no idea why Coaches liked it so much. As for Hadi's lock, I would be surprised if Mr. Fu was against this lock, because it kind of feels like a small base favorite. So kind of. Maybe I'm not right, but I was about to check on Zato, and we can see he's already on the gold mine here. So plenty of space here, which I think might be nice for him, because he's usually making bigger bases, unless something changed since the last time I saw him. And obviously he's rushing for the gold first, kind of making woodcutters as well. This one will be pretty close. This one not so much, but I'd guess that he maybe will try to make some farms on the right side and go here, but yeah, that's probably what I would do. We'll see if I will be right. Speaking about being right, let's go to the right and see how stock is doing. Feels quite similar to what Zato is doing. Similar stage and similar problems. I think it's still a bit easier for Zato, because this distance to the gold against the coal is like it's pretty big here. Now that's what I call a shitlock. Okay, something strange is happening. Can you guys still see the stream? Is it like live? Because shows Twitch to me as unavailable. Okay, maybe it's okay. Okay, at least for me it seems to be working. Strange. Okay, I guess you'll let me know if anything happens, so let's just resume on looking at the bases. Maybe let's try take a look at boss. I think I try rotating more the bases in a while, because the start is always slow. Just like the movement of the serfs on this road. It's interesting because he's forgotten to make the shortcut here. I'm not sure if it would help much, but that's one issue. The other issue is that yeah, actually the biggest issue, but also the fact that he kind of has to build everything on the top right now. And nothing here, so all the serfs are like going here at the same time, which has to make... Oh yeah, somebody's probably listening to the stream, or just being lucky. Yeah, anyway, yeah, look at distance though towards the iron, it's pretty extreme. But as a bonus, at least you get a lot of space for the farms and buildings, and you can just keep on building here if you really insist, although maybe it's overkill. And also plenty of space for the woodcutters. Yeah, it seems like a pretty nice block for someone who wants a big base and doesn't know how to plan his base, so... Well, for a big base it would be good for me, because I'm not good at planning, that's for sure. Yeah, you can see that the road didn't really hurt much. Interesting. Yeah, it's good to leave one piece of a road. I mean, one piece of a what? One tile. Okay. One tile gap, let's call it that, between storehouse and school, especially in a situation like this, because later you usually destroy this storehouse, and it's way better to be able to put a 3 on 4 building instead of a 3 on 3 one. So yeah, plus in a situation like this it will definitely help with a traffic jam. However, like I said, it's already better, because now everyone is going to the inn. But yeah, they also started building on the bottom, so I think this road work is good enough for the amount of buildings we've got there. So okay, maybe let's take a look at Bara later, just to keep it even between the teams. Let's go to Kungen now. Okay, yeah, you can see he only has like 4 woodcutters. That's not too much, not too many, but there's still plenty of time to go for them. At least he took all the forests, which means that... no, but this one's still only interesting. I wonder what's his plan. I'm kind of having a feeling that he might get low on wood, but we'll see, I guess. He's rushing for the iron right now. How do I disable this? Okay. Okay, anyway, go for some farms at the same time. This is pretty nice. Probably gonna make the iron production to the left here. Seems like the perfect space to build it in the coal. This log, it's a bit tricky about the wood as well. This one is quite close. I think there was a forest here. The other one is a bit far, but like Kunken did, you can just make your farms along the way, so it's not a problem, I guess. This one is a problem though. Even if it's near gold, it's still quite far away from it, so take some time before you reach it. And yeah, you can already see the layout is going to be pretty nice in this base. All the buildings that he wants to build right away are gonna be here, and the later ones here. So he's building towards the outside, which is always a nice thing to do. Yeah, so I think that's the time to look at Vara's base. Oh, doesn't look too bad. Already going through the iron here, and the third one here, okay. Plenty of woodcutters, 6 already. Or 5? 6, yeah. That's pretty nice. Might need a third sawmill soon. Plenty of farms. Yeah, I have a feeling it's gonna be a good game for him. Okay, I think we showed everyone since the start, so maybe let's try to rotate and try to compare the bases. Starting with Bada, he's got regarding Gyro, he's got 2 iron mines, and that's it for now. 1 iron mine from Boss, and about to finish his smithy. Bullet is a bit behind because this lock is pretty tricky. And same for the Hardy. Oh no, he's got 2 iron mines just like Bada. Yeah, just like Bullet, Vitralas is a bit behind with the oh, sorry, not exactly. He's got 1 iron mine, just like Boss. Stocky is kind of like Bara or Harry, because he just finished his second one. One for Zato and all for Kungen. Yeah, it looks a bit better for the bottom. We've got all the players with at least 1 iron man here. Even Michelas with his tricky lock. And yeah, still waiting for that on Bullet's side. Yeah, it's not a big difference, I believe, though. Regarding the farms, we've got like... can I do this? I'll just set the hotkeys. Okay, that didn't work. Okay, I did it wrong. Okay, that will be easy to navigate. Are there some problems, Pielko? Or is it just me looking like I'm about to die? Anyway, with Bullet we've got 4 farms, 6 with Cactus. Gonna do this. With Boss we've got 3 farms so far. But has 4. Same for Harden. Kungen with 4 farms. Zato with 3. Stocky with 5. Michelas with 3. Interesting. I'd say there's not that big of a difference between the teams, unless I count incorrectly. Yeah, it looks quite cool for the 2 players on the opposite colored logs. About to make a few more farms here. With Bara we've got... is he lacking anything? Kind of cool, but should be fine. I mean, he cut everything out. So it's Boss, it's not Bara. But yeah, he's cutting the trees down here, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Still, just feels like his wood production isn't fast enough for what he wants to do. Oh, it's interesting how he's building here. Kind of rushy barracks, although on this log I think it's not a bad idea to put it there. It's still protected a bit from the mountain, and it's quite close to the battlefield. With Zato, with some farms, but kind of feels slow, you know. There's not like I mean, the iron production is here, but it's the smallest amount possible that it's producing right now. What's the time? It's 30 minutes. Yeah, well, nothing great, I'd say. And the farms are also, I don't know, it feels like he's not as good as I'd expect. How's his brother? Yeah, seems similar, maybe. He's not too bad. Yeah, saying. No, sorry. Actually, since he's got all the iron mines quite early, and this one was just built, I believe. Yeah, Kungan is about to finish making his iron production, so I think he's gonna have plenty and should be fine. Stocky with all the mines. Just 5 yeah, just 5 coal mines, so about to make a 6th farm. I like the way he's building here, like the farms. It even looks nice, you know, and it also makes some sense. Now he's gonna try and expand to the right side. Probably trying to fit some admiral makers here. Only 5 wood cutters. Doesn't seem like he's got a problem with wood though, so it's pretty fine. Oh, this is a nice spot if you want to make a late woodcutter to plant, because it's unused anyway. Of course, you can also try making more farms here. Yeah, that's probably a better decision indeed. Trelas, I kind of had a feeling that he's gonna focus hard on the farms. However, it doesn't seem like that's the case. Also doesn't seem like he's making stables soon. Only making his 6th farm right now and already going for the 3rd swine farm. But there's still some time. I'm guessing the next building might be stables indeed. There's still plenty of time to do that. How about we take a look at his counterpart on the corner of with bullets. think I had some reservations about his wood production. Maybe it wasn't his base, yeah. His problem was that it was quite far, but it doesn't seem like he had any problems. Okay, so we have like 6 farms here. Doesn't seem like anyone wants to go for the wall yet. But there's still plenty of time to do that, and you've got to make the first 5-6 months go into early, I guess. Well, someone's got a wood problem. Yeah, that was the base with the wood problems. Also, yeah, seems like an oversight to not click on this, to be honest. Also, another thing is that he still didn't improve his wood situation too much. I mean, back when we were here the last time, these guys were cutting a lot of trees. Now it looks like he's still having a problem somehow. There's also a road that he needs here. Yeah, we've also seen the problems with the traffic jams before. I think there's a chance that a shortcut like this, or better like this, could also help. But he didn't decide to do it. I'd say that he made some pretty interesting mistakes so far. So I'll be looking forward to see how it will look later. Yeah, blocked. But so far, I'm afraid to say that it's not bad actually. I mean, there's plenty of iron here. It's hard for me to say anything about the farms. I think they just started cutting, maybe a couple of minutes ago, because we have some swines here. Most of them grown. Yeah, I've got 2 pigs produced at least. 4. No. 2. 3. Yeah. Okay. 5 actually. Yeah, 6. Okay, so this time it's not bad. Still has 20 minutes and that's a lot of time to produce a leather jacket, so I'm not too worried about his leather. Yeah, apart from how it looks like he's got some wood problems, it seems like his base is like fine with that. I believe that he was waiting for barracks for quite a long time. Maybe he only just connected them recently, because yeah, right now when we're looking, it doesn't seem like he's got some problems. Okay, with 19 minutes, let's take a very quick look at. Maybe let's try to see how the leather production looks like. 2, 4, 6, 3, 4, 5. But slightly worse with this, maybe on boss's level. Yeah, slightly worse, like 2 skins worse. Yeah, similar. Hard and boss are quite similar here. Kulungen. hard to say because he's already got Tannery. I've got a feeling it's not so great, but I can't explain it. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 2. Might be on Paras level, but that's a really rough estimate because I can't really know if I could see all the... Yeah, but that's what I'd say. With Zato, got plenty of iron here. I mean, standard amount of iron, really. But I can't say much about okay, sorry, I can't get it right. Okay, now it works. Anyway. I think it's a bit worse than Bara, for example. It's getting harder to compare because time passes and this might be somewhere like Bara level or a bit better, maybe, I don't know. And will me tell us? Doesn't look too good. I think somewhere needs that aura. So yeah, it seems like leather is better for the top team, if I'm counting correctly. But I can't be 100% sure on that. Okay. No, to be honest, seems like there's not a lot of viewers today. Maybe Tuesday is not a great day for that. For those interested, from now on I'll try to make a stream every Saturday. We'll see if that works, at least in this week. Every Saturday on 20 PM Central European time. So just like I started today. Take a look at the barracks of everyone. I think everyone has the barracks finished by now. Okay. Starting from Mitrelas. Stocky not so great. Zato and Kungen. Yeah, Kungen and Mitrelas are pretty similar when it comes to the amount of iron weapons. Also, Boss would be on the same list. Slightly worse with Bullet and Bara. Kade is somewhere in between. So the iron is probably a bit better on the bottom. Nah, I'm not sure. Yeah, this translates to act. This is similar to Kade and what Zato has, because I don't recall, yeah. Okay, there's not much of a difference, I'd say. Okay, I'll take a look at Bara Castle. I don't know why. I mean, it seems like a good amount of army. This might be a problem. Yeah. Okay, now I get it. Yeah, so we've got a stump. And blocked the road on, I mean, entrance on the left side, and on the right side he has to go through Hades City. Might not be too pleasant, although to be honest, is it really much of an issue? He can just point here, and he has to go through the farms only, and that's it. Yeah, so I don't think this is actually a big issue. All right. Yeah. Okay. My bad. Couldn't be bothered to look a bit below, and yeah, indeed, this isn't the best entrance. But you can manage with it. I don't think it's a big deal, but would definitely be better to. Uh, oh well, he can just point it here, and it's kind of okay. Going through his roads, obviously, but yeah. Let's agree that it was a mistake. Are there any other mistakes? I'm not really that good at spotting mistakes like that for some reason. Perhaps it's because in my own bases I also have a problem with that. So here's an interesting one. But it doesn't seem like a problem. Yeah. Okay, we got a farmer here. Let's take a look at the barracks again first. Because there's 10 minutes. So we've got Bullet with 20 horses and just a couple of jackets. Boss looks way better, but doesn't have any horses, while Bullet has 10, which is a lot. How many of those are from... we've got 2 stables here. No marketplace as far as I can see. Okay, so 20 plus 8. Yeah, so I like Boss's iron a lot. Bara with nice pulse around as well, and pretty cool ladder. Yeah, I'm saying this is a pretty nice game for Bara. Hardy similar to Boss. Sorry, Boss and Hardy. Yeah, a bit better than Boss, it seems, at least regarding the horses. Kungen with translates to something like 23. Yeah, so Kungen, nothing special for iron, I'd say. Pretty nice horses and leather though. Zato, kinda similar, a bit worse with the iron, but not a big difference. Stocky. Yeah. Like so far the 3 players on the bottom have pretty similar stuff. And Mitralas, no, that's pretty bad. And the amount of leather isn't anything special. I'd say the iron is cool. But I've seen cooler. Yeah. So it doesn't seem like the best game from it. Take a look at how many farms everyone has. So Bullet has 9 farms already. Boss with 7, Bara with 8, and 7 here. So we've got like 8 from every player on average. On the bottom we've got okay, let's take a look. Well, empty. What about it? It's empty. Happens. But this is painful, I guess. Did he notice? I don't think so. Anyway, going back to the farms, we've got Kungan with 6, Zap, not that key. Kungan with 6, Zato with 8, Stocky, damn it. Stocky with 7, and we just percent. Seems like the farms are a bit better on the top side. I think my might be beneficial to also check coal. But at this point, yeah, it doesn't indicate anything, so never mind. Can we read anything interesting from the stat anymore? I don't think so, because all the other building amounts are pretty standard for everyone. We could take a look at the wood production. Starting with bullet 434, boss 432, two more chroming, bar 54. There's not much of a difference from these players. But I got a feeling that the bottom team is not as spammy as the top so far. So far it seems like I'm right. A bit later with the buildings for the ladder on average as well. So maybe apart from bosses I was correct. Not sure, but probably. Yeah, so it does seem like it will be a bit better for the longer time for the top team. But whoa, bullet with 18 horses, this is pretty amazing. And still plenty of leather. And a couple of pikes as well, which makes it a pretty versatile combo for fighting gear. A bit of everything that you need. You know, we've got Mr. Fu watching, and for example, when you compare the kind of army that Fu makes with Bullet, I kind of prefer what Bullet is making. Obviously, it might take a big base, but this is the kind of a little bit of everything that I think can work nicely. And I think it's a bit tricky with Fu's kind of army, like he's got egg boss and boss and pretty much everything else. Especially the bowman control can get a bit tricky. And you know, I never felt like there was much advantage in having these all kinds of troops that he has. While here you can clearly see it. You've got a lot of horses. Obviously, it's comparing apples and oranges because, like I said, this is a big base with 9 pumps. It's impossible to make 20 horses of peacetime with full style base unless you go for some kind of hostage tactic, I believe. But the point is, you've got a lot of horses and quite some pikes and some bows. So you're not afraid of enemy horses. You're not afraid of enemy pikes that much because you can shoot them down anyway. I mean, if someone has pikes only, it may become interesting, but then I believe you just hold the horses off for a second and wait until the enemy pikes are like tired from fighting. Anyway, a quick look up because I did notice we've got peacetime coming. So this is the first team, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Somehow it seems like the second team. Okay, I think the top team has a lot of horses, and sorry for not being a bit more on time. We really need the timer from the beta version to be up here, and all the other functions that make the life of a streamer easier. But sadly, we don't have that yet. I've got a feeling the top is better, but I guess we'll see. And this kind of contradicts what Fu believed in before the game. Yeah, Bolu does not have militia. Do you believe that militia is necessary? I mean, if someone has a lot of towers, perhaps, or if you want to But yeah, now I get Mr. Fu makes militia, which is a nice touch because when the fight is going on, then you can send the leftover militias to the side somewhere where the bows are not standing or something like this. So it is pretty effective. And it wouldn't be hard for Bullet to add this to the build, I believe. So that's actually a nice idea, maybe. I didn't check his amount of recruits though, and I don't know if he has ability to make enough of them for that. Okay, so we're waiting for the players to start the game again. We're in the lobby and on the peacetime break. So like I said, I'd probably give a bit more chance to the top team, but it's not something set in stone because the teams were pretty similar. I had a feeling that the top team also has a bit better late game pace, and I didn't see too much advantage from the bottom side. Pretty nice amounts of iron from Boss and Hade on the top, and two players on the bottom. I don't remember if it was Zato Kungen or Sato Stoki. Probably Kungen might have been a bit better because he had those 3 mines really early. And yeah, again, sorry about not checking the amounts of troops early enough, but I guess we'll see soon enough in the fight. Okay, it still can take a while before they are back in the lobby. So I guess a few minutes of silence is what I'm going to try for the next couple minutes, because I guess it will be a couple minutes to wait. Okay, and I just had a random idea just to make this stream a little longer after this fight is over. I'm thinking about playing for a couple of minutes the new game from Chrome, Knights Province, in case somebody is interested in that, that is. I gotta say that I observed a lot of animosity from Knights Merchants community. It doesn't seem like they liked the game so far. You know, at least the hardcore camp players for some reason. So I've got some hopes to try and change that for those interested, obviously. I think the game is pretty nice so far, and obviously there's a lot of stuff to be done, especially in the graphics department, because there's still some place for the graphics there, but definitely deserves a look, and there's plenty of interesting design ideas with the blanks mechanism, for example. I was thinking about showing it one day, so it becomes a nice opportunity for that. And it seems like my hotkeys are gone. What the hell? Ah, damn it. That's disappointing. Anyway. Yeah, I thought the hotkeys were being saved, but maybe it only involves those playing the game, because I believe spectators maybe don't get their information saved in the save games, you know, for kind of obvious reasons. Anyway, we can try this and see if I'm not lagging. Yeah, it's 35 FPS. Will be fine. Then I think above 20, I guess. How about this? Does this lag out when I do this? No, it's fine, but yeah. Anyway, to show you the teams again. Bullet on the top with Boss and Bada and Hade. And the bottom we've got Kungan, Zato, Stocky, and Mitrelas. And we're right after peacetime. Yo, Diktubkan. How it was standard writing? Yep, beer still exists. Don't worry. Still pretty good, although LT is better. Right? We can see some movement on the left side. Kungan trying to scout, even despite the astonishing amount of horses from Istar. Boss taking on the middle. We can see everyone is taking the usual positions for Nibene Basin map. And Hade, yeah, it seems like Stocky got past Bara's defenses and Hade has to shoot him down. Doesn't seem like Stocky was interested into his pose, but it's not like he has anywhere to run away. Yeah, definitely that wasn't a good idea. Should have gone straight to the top, maybe. Anyway, Michela's still going out. Oh, that's not a lot of iron. Ah, he's got a couple of the pikemen as well, that's why. Okay. So gotta say that Bullet's army looks pretty scary, but on the other hand, Kunin has a lot of pikes. So it can go like both ways. I still think it's better what I see on the top, but I'm not quite sure. There's plenty of horses here too, so it can be done right. If it can be done right, then an attack from Klungen on these troops can be pretty deadly. See, this is exactly the type of army that it's going to be very hard to fight against from Bullet's perspective. Well, he's kind of hiding now. I'm probably trying to separate the brothers from here. Zatora versus Boss. with Stocky and Bara being quite close. I think the usual plan for the bottom team here would be to storm attack on these. If he moves like here. But I don't know if Boss is going to really do that. I'm pretty sure that Kungen will attack at some point on the top. He probably doesn't see a lot though. Yeah. Would be pretty nasty to make a catch here in the middle, in this forest, because you can't really see everything here. Okay, seems like Zato is attacking. I think Harry might attack on the right. But yeah, it doesn't make much sense for Zato to attack here. Makes much more sense to attack from Harry's perspective, but Bara seems to not be knowing what he's doing with his troops. He can't decide if he wants to help Boss or Harry. Right now Harry seems like he's just trying to annoy it's Michelas, yeah, the green player. And we've got a first Storm attack here, just like I predicted. Exactly what I thought will happen. It happens here, and initially it looks pretty good, especially with that catch on the left side. Although I'm a bit maybe worried because these fights here might get shot down pretty easily, but then Boston's army is dying pretty quickly there. And there's a couple of fights going on at the same moment. So we've got Bara. I put my money on Bara or maybe a close call, because it seems like Stocky is dying pretty quickly and he's getting surrounded. Boss is not doing so well here, and all Bullet can do is escape, and it's not good for him. And Michelas and Harry still didn't start fighting, which is pretty weird. The catch looks not that great for Michelas, but it looks better and better here. But Bara and Harry are going back from the left side, so Michelas can't win this. Kungen donated some troops to the right side, just like Bullet did, and the fight is still going on, but Kungen and Zato are doing way better. And this leaves us with the last front here, where Bullet will win. Even if slightly, this will be a win for him, indeed. A lot of job done right by this knight here. And yep, it seems like Michelas was escaping and he's trying to go back now because Stocky was fighting as well, and Zato tries to help him and Bullet tries to help himself. So this is a pretty interesting setup because seems like the first fight wasn't conclusive, and I wouldn't say that we will see a second fight which is not one-sided, but it pretty much looks like that. That is, unless Michelas dies right now. If Harry tries to storm in or something, he might be dead. Bara does the right thing and tries to keep Stocky on the bridge, but it might be very hard for him to do so because Zatola is coming along with Kungen's forces coming soon. And Bullet has a really long way. I think it would be a bit better for him to try like here instead. A bit risky of course, but I'm afraid they might not be on time, and the bottom team will have a way easier situation, which means that, well, right now Bara is losing troops even before Zato and Kungen were able to help. So it doesn't look good for the top side now, somehow. But yeah, they are trying to outpush them to the bridge. All Bara has to do now is just block him here, and actually that wouldn't be... I wouldn't attack if I was Harry, because even if Harry can win here quite easily, his teammates can't outpush the other players from the bottom. But Harry can try to just push Michelas and kill as many bows as possible. This will probably be the best choice. But you can also see that Zato is attacking on the boss here, and I don't think Bara is able to support him because he's got his own problems from the bridge. I think the top side has to do one of two things. Either keep pushing here as fast as possible and try to kill a lot of these troops, or go back from Hari and Bara can support boss. But it seems like they decided to do third thing. It's even better, which is Bullet will take on Zato instead, and will probably be going to the right if needed, when the other players are trying to attack Michelas, which is a brilliant idea, as long as Bata is able to stop this on the bridge, and it might be, because I think they're trying to go for a catch. That would be nice. Pretty nice idea, because he can't be supported by any other troops. I really have no idea why they didn't try to catch it. I mean, the right side doesn't, the top side doesn't have that many troops here, but then it would be pretty hard. Yeah, it would be hard to push this out, and this is somehow better, at least for the short term. Assuming that this doesn't come in time, and seems like Bullet is sleeping. This is pretty bad. He's really far away from me. Still, his forces are pretty important on the right side, so that's probably where he was focused for a while. I think boss should just escape in a while and let Bullet go here. And maybe Bullet should have gone there instead. This would be a pretty interesting turn of events to kill this, and then maybe this. But this is a safer decision to just go to the bottom. And it looks pretty bad for the bottom, because they are really slow here. I don't think that was the right decision, if there ever was one. Yeah. The bottom still has a pretty big chance, but it looks not so well. Okay, Bullet probably wants to kill those horses. Yep. You can see some nice micromanagement from the top team now, and the river line is... yeah, so I think that Bullet's mistakes are going to hurt the top team in the long term, because he's still standing and doing nothing on the bridge. I don't understand it at all. Yeah, move on, come on, everyone's already here by now. With Bullet's movements being a bit better, it would be way better for the top team, and they could easily win this, but he seems to be stuck with his troops far away, and it's pretty bad. And you can already see there's less and less bowmen from the top side here, and now they're fighting. I don't think it's a good catch for the top team. Still, they're trying to salvage something from this, and they might have a chance. Yeah, now it looks better for the top. They still have plenty of melee, but the amount of bowmen here means that it will probably be a pretty close call. And okay, seems like well, I don't see how the bottom team can recover from this. Looks pretty GG to me, unless the top does something really stupid. And I don't understand Bullet's movements in this game. Now he's going for this, when he should totally come and support his teammates. This is really bad. I didn't expect that from such a player, such a good player. Still, it's possible that he wants to catch this and then go around, but I think that by that time he will be too late. Although I think the top has plenty of troops here, and they don't need Bullet to win this. But I still don't understand his movements here. This is pretty strange. Yeah. There goes entire army. And I guess that's it. They're about to move to kill off Stocky. But yeah, I think it was a pretty nice game. We've had some nice fights, and it wasn't one-sided. It was pretty even, and the top team won after pretty intense fight. We still have some troops, but it's well, not a lot. I don't know why they're not writing GG yet. Well, it's pretty obvious what happens. Yeah, with Vara's troops still killing off serfs here, there's not much chance for Mitras to recover. Unless somehow the left side wins, and there's not a lot of chance for that, as you can see. Okay, this means it's GG. I don't think there will be auto. Okay, so let's take a look at the stats before we say goodbye. With the nice province idea, I think I'll do it the next time. Maybe prepare myself a bit better. And anyway, we can see that Bara and Mitras were the weakest according to the stats of the soldiers. Stocky and Hadi the best. Zato and Kungen quite good. And Bullet, this is misleading because he had a lot of horses, so his army was more powerful than advertised here. So in theory, the top team maybe had a bit better army, especially that this player wasn't producing since quite a while. But it was pretty even, I believe, and a pretty interesting game to watch. Yeah, Kungen's Scaly Iron didn't help his team too much. Leather was similar for most players here. Anyway, I think that's it. So thanks for watching, and see you guys next time. Bye bye.